Hello everyone, welcome to DevOps Tech channel. If you are not subscribed my channel, please subscribe the channel. So it gives me a boost to produce more videos. So I hope you will do it. So let's get started our topic. In this video, I will cover how to integrate the Grafana with CloudWatch. Before going to the topic, let me define what is CloudWatch and its functionalities. CloudWatch is one of the AWS service. By using the CloudWatch, you can monitor all the AWS resources. And also CloudWatch produces the dashboards, alarms, events, logs, and metrics. In our case, we are going to see how the metrics will be. If you click on the metrics, you can choose your region here. So in our case, I am choosing the North Virginia. If you observe here, I am having less amount of services here. These are called namespaces. In your case, it may be different. Why? Because I have used less amount of services in the North Virginia. Let me click on the EC2 namespace, click on the per instance metrics. If you observe here, for every instances, you will have the metrics like CPU utilization, network in, network out, disk read bytes, network packets in, network packets out. Like this, you may have the metrics. So in our case, we are going to see CPU credit usage for the Grafana dashboard. Let me go to AWS Management Console. So here my Grafana server is up and running. So if you go to the Grafana home dashboard, so here you can create the CloudWatch dashboard in Grafana. So before creating the dashboard, let me create the IAM secret key and access key first. So why? Because we have to integrating the Grafana with CloudWatch, right? So we have to provide the access key and secret key. For that, I am going to create the access key and secret key first. Select the users here. Click on the users. Here, I am selecting the user called Dilip. So he has the permissions like administrator access. Click on the security credentials. Scroll it down. Create access key. Once you create the access key, it will provide you the access key ID and secret key access key. So you can download that CSV file. Let me go to the Grafana dashboard. If you want to create any dashboard, first you need data source. Here CloudWatch is our data source. Let me create the data source. Add the data source. Here search for the CloudWatch data source. CloudWatch. Here I am selecting the CloudWatch. Here you have to provide the CloudWatch details like authentication provider, default region, and custom metrics. If you click on the authentication provider dropdown, you will have the access key and secret key, credential file, and ARN. In our case, I am using the access key and secret key. So let me provide the access key ID first. I am copying that access key ID, paste it here. Let me copy the secret access key. Click on the show, copy that secret access key and paste it here. So once you define the both the access key ID and secret key, you have to provide the default region. So here in our case I am using the North Virginia. So let me choose the US East one. Once you select your region, you have to save and test the data source. So whether the data source is working or not. So let me click on the save and test once. The data source is updated and also it's checking. The data source is working fine now. So we can create our dashboard. If you want to create the dashboard, click on the plus symbol and select the dashboard. Add new panel. Let me select the CloudWatch as the data source. I have selected the CloudWatch as data source. If you go to the right hand side, So you will find options for the panel. Here I just want to change the panel name like CloudWatch. So let me write it CloudWatch. If you observe here, that name was changed. So if you are not interested in the visualization graph, so you can select stat or else gauss, bar gauss, tables. You can select many of the panels. Let me go to the query section. Here I am giving the query mode as CloudWatch metrics because we are getting the data from CloudWatch. So let me select the region. Our region is US East 1, right? So let me write US East 1. Namespace would be the service. So here I am interested in AWS EC2. Let me select AWS EC2. Coming to the metric name, here I am interested in CPU credit usage. Okay. Click on the dimensions, select the instance ID and provide your instance details. Here in our case, let me go to the EC2 session. Here I am selecting the Grafana instance, whichever I have installed the Grafana. Let me provide that instance ID. Let me copy it and select that. Once you define the query like region, namespaces, metrics, you can find some data points on your graph panel like this. Okay. So let me click on the apply button. Here let me choose the time range. I'm choosing the last 30 minutes. It will display last 30 minutes data. See, these are the data points from the last 30 minutes. You observe here the graph is not looking great. So for that you have to click on edit button. If you go to the right hand side, you will find the display option. So here you can change your graph panel. If you select the bars, it will show you bars and you can adjust whatever you want. Okay. Here let me change the line width, staircase. It will show you like that. Area fill. Whatever you want you can choose. Point radius. So if I select that point radius as 6, so that point would be changed, right? So here you are seeing some gaps between the points, right? So let me connected that points. Choose that connected option. See how the graph is beautiful. If you want to change the axis, so it is possible. So here y-axis and x-axis details you can modify according to your requirement. Okay. Once you are okay with your configuration, click on the apply. So you can find the dashboard. So if you observe this query section, you have made for only single AWS EC2 instance. For example, if you want to see the multiple AWS EC2 instance metrics, so how it is possible? So for this it is not possible, right? So you have to make this graph as dynamic. So let's see how it will. For that you have to go to the settings section, click on the variables. Here we have to create the variables. Let me create the variable called region. I'm naming it as region and giving the label as regions, and I am selecting the data source as CloudWatch. Here giving the query as region parenthesis. Okay, If you observe here, once you define the query, you may have the preview of values, but we are not getting. I have done some mistakes. So here I have to provide the regions. Okay. If you go to the preview of the values, so you will get the regions. Click on add button. Let me create another variable. Click on the new button. Here I am creating the variable called namespace. Namespace, label as namespaces. Here selecting the data source as CloudWatch, and I am querying namespaces. If you observe the preview of value, we are getting the values. Okay, click on the add button. Let me create another variable. Click on the new button. This time I am creating the variable called metric. Labeling as metric. And selecting the data source as CloudWatch and querying metric. You have to provide the which metrics you need, right? So you have to provide the namespaces. So I told you already, right? Namespaces are nothing but AWS services. So here you have to provide the dollar namespaces within the brackets. So click on the add button. You need to create two more variables like dimension key and dimension value. Let me create the variable called key. I'm providing the name as key, labeling as dimension keys. Selecting the data source as CloudWatch. Here write the query as dimension underscore keys of dollar namespace. We have to create another variable called value. Here I am providing the name as value and I am labeling as dimension value. Once you provide the name and label, you have to select the data source. Here I am selecting the data source as CloudWatch. Here we have to provide the query as like this dimension underscore value of, we have to provide the all the variables like dollar namespace, dollar region, dollar metrics and dollar key value. Okay, so here I am providing all the four variables. Click on the add button. So if you observe here, we have created the 5 variables like region, namespaces, metrics, key and value variables. Okay, next click on the back button. If you observe here, so you have got the dynamic options like region, namespace, metrics, dimension keys, right? This is the dynamic dashboard. Let me go to the edit dashboard. Let me go to the query section. Let me scroll down here, and here we have to provide the dynamic values in the queries like this. I'm providing the region as dollar region, namespace as dollar namespace, metric name as dollar metric. Here under the dimensions we have to select dollar key value and we have to provide the dollar value. Okay, after providing all the details, just click on the apply button. So if you observe here, our graph is become dynamic, so you can choose whatever you want. Okay, here I am choosing the region as US East 1, AWS EC2 namespace and CPU credit usage. I'm selecting the instance ID. if you observe here, it is Grafana instance, right? So right now it's showing Grafana dashboard details. Okay, let me take another instance ID. So here I will provide the another instance like Jenkins server ID. Let me copy Jenkins server ID. I'm copying that one. Okay, I just copied. Here I am pasting that ID. Okay, see, the graph is loading now. So here if you observe, I'm not finding any data. My Jenkins server is not running, right? So let me change the time range here. I'm changing last 7 days. I'm not getting any data. Let me change the time frame. Here I am selecting the last 30 days. You observe the dashboard now. So the data is coming now. So likewise, you can display whatever the metrics you want. So that's it for this video. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much.